Hello, it's Magdalena, and I hope that you will enjoy watching the video today. Why? During the job interview, there are a lot of different questions, and one of the questions might be how will the company how will the company benefit? How will the company benefit from hiring you? In other words, we might say that it's like, how will the company benefit from giving you the job? And what I would like to say today is that everything is connected with your advantages. So you might say, it all comes down. It all comes down to your advantages. It all comes down to your advantages. So, in other words, if you know what your positive features of characters are, then it will be much easier for you to answer the question. Okay. And what is the issue number 2? Today, I would like to also say something like this. Before 2020, a lot of workers used to say something like this. Oh, it's 4 p.m. Wow, it's cool. It's awesome. I will go to the gym. I will go to the swimming pool. I will cook amazing dinner for my children. And you know what? It's great. It's cool. It's awesome because everyone needs time to regenerate, to sleep off, to recharge the batteries, and it's okay. It's really, really fine. But what I would like to say is that during the job interview, the managers, directors, they would like to check 2 things. Number 1, how serious you are. And number 2, how committed you are. Okay. So what I would like to mention today is that it's really worth taking a piece of paper and thinking things through, because once you do it, it will be really much easier for you to answer this kind of questions. All right, but let's get to the nitty-gritty. So what can be sample answers during the job interview? So, number 1, you can say something like this. Of course, if it's true. I am a good problem solver. All right. So, if you are not afraid of new challenges, if you are not afraid of problems that might be in every job, that will be in every job for sure, then you might say, like, I'm a good problem solver, because when there is a problem, I can find 3, 4, 5 different solutions, and then there is some kind of brainstorming, and we choose one that is the best. All right. And we might also say something like this. Of course, again, if it's true. I am a good conflict solver. Wow. So if you have these 2 features of character, it's really worth mentioning that during the job interview, because that your future managers, your future directors, they will be really happy to have people with these features of character. Why? Because thanks to them, it will be easier for the company to achieve the goals, to achieve important goals. All right. And let's say I want to get a job in marketing department as a manager or as an assistant of a marketing manager. So what can I say? Let me think. All right. If it's true, I can say I am creative. I am creative and think out of I think out of the box. So again, when marketing department has some problem and they don't know how to advertise some product or service, then I'm very creative and I can take piece of paper, sit down and think, and I can find like 3 or 4 or even 5 different solutions how to sell a product, how to advertise it, and so on and so on. All right, great. So what can be the other things that might be very important for the company? We might say something like this. Of course, again, if it's true. So I can work individually very well. I can work individually very well. I know how to focus. I know how to focus to accomplish. I know how to focus to accomplish difficult goals for the company. All right. And in addition, we might also say something like this. If it is necessary, I can also cooperate with other members or with other employees in order to help the company achieve its goals. All right, but what I would like to say in here is that everyone is different. So for example, let's say I can work individually in around 80% and I can work in a team, for example, in only 20%. But the other people can be different. And for example, someone can have a different proportion. So let's say someone can work like 60% individually, in 60% individually, and in 40% can work very well in a team. So again, everything depends on the person, and it's really worth thinking things through. All right, great. Let me make some space before we say something more. Great. Okay. What can be the other things that we might say during the job interview? So for example, if you apply for a job as a manager or a supervisor, you can say something like this. I have good skills that refer to managing other people. All right. Of course, it is connected with point number 1 and 2, like I am a good problem solver, I am a good conflict solver, all right? Because like if you are a manager or a supervisor, team leader, you need to know how to solve problems, how to manage people, how to manage the time of other people. So, these things are really very, very crucial. So like, of course, in here, you might also say something like, I have very good time management skills. Time management skills. So it's not the topic for today, but of course, during the job interview, you can mention your favorite strategies connected with managing your time and connected with managing the time of other people. All right, but what can be the other things? The other things that we might say during the job interview. So, for example, if you have worked in many different corporations for many, many years, then probably you can say something like this. I have vested interest. I have vested interest in cultural differences. I have vested interest in cultural differences. I really have, I do really have a lot of practical experience in this area. What I'm trying to say is that it's really, really crucial because when there is a conflict in the company between 2 or 3 employees, it's easier for you to talk to these people, explain how to solve the problem, and as a result, the company will achieve its goals much faster. As a result, the company will finish the project on time. All right. So yes, if you, for example, have worked for American corporation that had for example, Chinese contractors, and you also have cooperated with the Polish and Italian people, man, you really have a lot of knowledge when it comes to the cultural differences. All right, so please don't forget to mention that during the job interview, because thanks to this knowledge, you are really a great asset for the company. All right, great. And there is something extra that I would like to say at the end of my speech. So number 1, you might also say during the job interview, of course, only if it's true, that you are, for example, that you are empathetic. Because if you are empathetic, you know how to use your emotional intelligence in practice. All right, so it's something that is not visible, but it is something that is very crucial when there is, for example, a conflict in the company between employees. So if you have good emotional intelligence, it's easier for the company to solve the problem, solve the conflict, and move forward. All right, so remember, once you have this feature of character, you will be great you will be great asset for the company. Okay, and the last thing that I would like to say today is that sometimes people come for the job interview and they say, I see that your company has some problem, and you know what? I have like 2 or 3 solutions that can help you to develop the company. And sometimes some people say these ideas directly during the job interview, and you know what? It's no problem, it's good, it's fine. If somebody wants to say it, no problem. But some people make a different decision. So at the end of the job interview, they say something like this. You know what? I have seen that I have noticed that your company has some problems, but you know what? I have 2 or 3 different solutions. And we can do something like this. If you employ me, and if you use this knowledge, this information, these ideas in practice, then I would like that you pay me 25% commission, for example. All right? Everyone is different, so of course everything depends on you. Everything depends on who you are and what you want to achieve. So yeah, I think it's really worth thinking things over before you go for the job interview. All right. Thank you for today. I hope that you have enjoyed the lesson today, and I hope that you will use some of this information in practice. Thank you for today. Bye.